going on, love bugs? Hey, we got the whole skirt and knees and everything today. So today we welcome to stream the actor, producer, entrepreneur, Mr. DeJuan Ford. And I am so starstruck, y'all. It's amazing. Now, Mr. Ford is leading the industry, and you've been synonymous with being the person who's taking inspiring people and trying to build them up and bring them up to this game that we have going on.
Definitely.
So we thank you, and we're going to get into all that. I thank you for being here today. What's going on?
Thank you.
Thank you for making it.
Right. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, most definitely. You know, I thought we was going to do something at the crib, you know, streaming. And I'm like, I had to fly here
Yeah, he came in
make
pajamas.
it. Right. I got the do-rag on. You know, but hey, I'm here, you know, and I really appreciate the opportunity. I really do.
Appreciate you sitting with me. Like I said, I don't know if it's the heat on or is it?
So what, the heat on?
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you here with me. You know, so one of the things that I love most about my show is that I get a chance to talk to fellow Detroiters. So I need you to start this conversation out by repping your school, your side of town.
Yeah, I ain't from Detroit.
You ain't?
No, I'm fucking with you,
I'm
dog.
like, damn, all your bio shit is wrong. You need to get your marketing team straight.
Hey, no, it was funny because I went to a comedy show at Baker's and dude asked me, like, where you from, Toronto? I don't know if he was being funny, but I'm like, nigga, do I look like a Toronto?
You look like the thugged out Drake. That's what they said.
Okay. So that's what he was getting at. Cause I'm like, nigga, Toronto. I'm like, man, come on. Like, no, but you know, I grew up on 8 Mile and Schaefer area. Okay. I went to Munford High School. I went to Eastern Michigan. You know, that's down there like Detroit. You know, the Detroit College.
Right.
Everybody just rode, you know, 30 minutes down 94 to Ipsy. But yeah, I'm born and raised here. You know, I've been, you know, I've been in the
so you was in the blue. You was when it was a blue prison, right?
Yeah. Because I graduated in 2004, and
you're such a baby.
Yeah, well, shit,
God,
not for real. Not for real, because this is my 20-year reunion this year. So I'm like, man, I've been out of high school 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah. You know, I got a couple little grades. You know,
are you gonna go to the reunion?
Yeah. I'm actually, so, you know, I don't want to get too far off topic, but I'm actually producing a movie for my class.
Okay.
So, like, you know, people, they want to act or they want to do stuff behind the scenes or whatever. That's like our 20-year reunion. Like, we're going to do it. We're going to produce a movie. We'll have a premiere, after party, and all that.
I think that's extremely dope. I mean, because, like, I went to a high school. I went to Benedictine, and we have no connections.
Oh,
like,
right.
It was like 69 of us, and now only 6 of us really keep in touch with each other. So I think that's dope that you're taking it back to the roots. And people get to know you because you like famous. So, like, you don't want to take over the reunion and everything. You actually bringing it in so everybody can have a piece of all that.
Yeah, so everybody. So if they want to act, they want to do makeup, wardrobe, we actually start production in 3 weeks.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So the most important part of this interview is, are you single? But I see you're not because I see the ring.
Oh, yeah. No, so I've been married for 12 years.
Jesus Christ, why?
Because it was just like, so just, you know, coming up, like I had 15 siblings, right? You know, and they were all on my dad's side. So, and my dad, you know, he was around, you know, he was, you know, he supported us financially, but I feel like just kind of growing up being an African-American male, even, you know, I'm speaking from my own experience.
That's what we want to hear. That's exactly what I almost fell out the chair.
Right, yeah, no, so, but I just feel like it's really important to have an active father in the household. So that was one of the things that I wanted to provide to my kids. So yeah, I've been married 12 years. I got an 11-year-old son, 9-year-old daughter, and an 8-year-old son.
Hey, you have a whole tribe.
Yeah, yep, and that's why even like now I got my coach, my football, you know, hoodie on. Like,
okay, you doing that? You coaching the team too?
Yeah, football coach, basketball.
Okay, so and this is probably gonna get you more DMs because it's so bad out here. He like, oh God, he's a husband and a father. You know what I mean? Like, you want us to jump in? Like, well, ladies, he off market. So I know on the shows you don't see the ring. The ring is here. It's a double. Like, this is bolted on. That's soldered on and stuff. You need a special key to get it off. He in there, so don't worry about it. That's not your circus, not your monkey. He is off the market. Okay. Stop asking.
Not your circus, not your monkey. I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
It's yours. I stole it from somebody anyway. Might as well pass it on. So, how did you get into acting and producing? Because you do both now, right? So how did that?
So actually, I was doing my own podcast. I was working with Randy Rosario on Oso Radio she had back in the day, and Thomas Harris and Martell Lane from Moolah Films. You know, they were guests, and you know, I was always a big fan of independent films. So then, you know, when Moolah Films and I know Darren Brown, Beezy Jones, those guys, they had the Detroit independent film on lock.
Right.
But at the time, they was only dropping maybe a movie a year.
Right.
So anyway, so Thomas and Martell, they, you know, came on the show, and they really kind of reignited my interest for acting, because I always loved acting, but it's like growing up in Detroit, like, nigga, you ain't about to go to Hollywood.
Right. You got to step out on faith to do that and have some bread.
Yeah, so essentially, you know, those guys, they're like the pioneers of this Detroit independent film industry, and they kind of carved out a niche market for us. And, you know, so I jumped in the lane, found my niche, and, you know, it's been on and popping ever since as an actor.
So, I read like you've been consistent for like 8 years, starting at 16, right? But so, and you have a love for radio and this industry, because I always feel like I'm a part of it. I'm not in the films, but I'm like getting the chance to sit down with you guys. I want to show the world like just DeJuan, not the nigga who steal babies.
Right.
You know,
the nigga that steal babies. Oh man!
But I'm here to give you your flowers, because we appreciate you dedicating your time to that. You know, so what is the difference between like being an actor and being a producer? Because I know those are two different hats.
Right. So pretty much, and then my story for becoming a producer was I wanted to create opportunities for other aspiring actors. You know, as I mentioned prior, Moolah Films, Beezy Jones, Dennis Reed, they're only really producing a movie a year.
Right.
So the opportunities were limited. Right. So I seen, you know, where I can come in, okay, if I can be another EP, you know, an executive producer, and create opportunities for others, you know, I can help turn up this industry to the next level. So that was kind of like the motivation behind becoming a producer as well.
And I love that. And that's pretty much throwing your money into, like, your faith and your money into somebody.
Yep, exactly.
You know, not only your name.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of people, you guys have to understand, when being a producer means that you believe in somebody's project and you're willing to take an L, right?
Right, exactly. Seriously.
On your own belief. So, you know, people like, I produce this. Like, what you produce? You know what I mean?
Right. No, yeah, seriously.
They don't really know what that means. So I'm happy that you put that light on there. Yep. So as a producer, what project are you most proud of?
I would say Tina and Lori, right? Because what I did was, see, we all took a class together. We all took an acting class. It was Elizabeth Fox, Carla Strong, Chris Collins. You know, there's a lot of people that's still working in the independent film industry right now. And as I mentioned earlier, you know, there just wasn't any opportunities. So my first film that I did on my own was Tina and Lori, and I had all of my classmates in it.
Okay.
So initially, I wasn't really too fond of how the movie came out, because it's like when you vision something, it's just like, it's always like the best of the best. So then when we finally got the end product, I'm like, man, this ain't it. Like,
but we've upped our game though. So when was Tina and Lori shot?
2019.
Okay, so 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a whole different camera work.
Yeah, right, exactly. But it was just like, I was like, man, you know, I'm like, damn, I done wasted my money, whoop whoop. But that movie was actually probably, even to this day, probably the most successful film that I produced.
Really?
People loved it. I hated the movie.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it's about, and like if people are interested in going back, where can they find it?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. You know, it's on Tubi.
Oh, that's what's up. It's on Tubi, y'all. It's streaming.
Yep.
On Tubi.
Free. Free. I mean, because a lot of people, they like, I ain't paying for no more apps, but it's free on Tubi.
It's free.
So the movie it's kind of like a modern day Thelma and Louise. You ever seen Thelma and Louise?
That I've seen.
Yeah, yep.
I ain't seen none of your movies,
right.
but I'm just joking with you. I know you still babies.
See, right? So you still babies, right? oh man, come on.
So it's like a modern day Thelma and Louise.
Yeah. So the you know, two girls, they're high school students, and you know, stuff happens and they end up going on the run. So it's like, you know, they got a little taste of crime, and they just kind of went on this whole crime spree. And you know, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, people love it. So
well, one of the things, and now that you're in the game and things are getting better and things are growing, you always have the opportunity to redo it.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I mean, that'll be dope.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
especially if that's
definitely
one of the best projects that you've had your name in your first.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
So I love that. So one of the things about our city is known for grit and grind, right?
Facts.
So how do you navigate through some of the emotional roller coasters that you have to go through to play some of the characters you play? Because you've been gritty and grimy, like
right.
Yeah.
Dog, for real. It's really, you know, I do a lot of studying, a lot of meditating, because sometimes these characters, when you got to really become these characters, it does, you know, affect you mentally. Because like when you see me on TV doing this, like I'm really I was Justin Roberts in this film, so like I just shot 6 weeks of Street Legal.
Right.
Like that's me right there.
You think? It looked just like you, but this guy has on a do-rag in an interview.
Yeah.
Not a suit.
Right, exactly. But you know, and the reason why I wear the do-rag, because I wear a lot of suits and stuff, and I'm always polished on TV. So I want people to see like me, you know, like like this.
How you comfortable?
Yeah, like this what I like to wear, you know, like. But then I had to wear a suit for 6 straight weeks. and we just wrapped on Friday.
Right.
But you know, I don't want to get too far off topic, but to really, you know, dive into these characters, it does affect you mentally, right? So it's really just about just meditating and you know, just really finding different ways, because some of these characters are kind of disturbed. Like, you know, you talk about me kidnapping a baby.
Kidnapping a baby. And I have that written down. I mean, like, that had to be a lot. The whole time I was watching Fatal Dispatch, I'm like, Lord, please don't let him kill the baby. Like, he's like, as an actor, how you gonna take that role, man?
Right.
Like,
No,
but you killed the grandma for no reason.
Yeah, the grandma poured water in my face.
That's a real Detroit. She had to go.
But if you listen to me, I said, hey, I'm not gonna hurt y'all. Just give me the baby. And just let me go. And she wanted to do all that screaming and all that, so she had to go. That was that.
That was that.
No, but you know what's funny is I wasn't even booked for that role, because that was one of my productions. The person that was originally booked for that role dropped out.
Okay.
Like at the last minute, because I get people all the time, hey man, put me in the movie. So I'm like, all right, you know, I got a role for you. Motherfucker, he didn't show up, so I had to take on that role.
You know what's crazy? Because I just had a conversation with somebody about small roles, you know, and I have a small role answering the phone or whatever. And it's one of those things, like, we converse back and forth, and they like, but they need you. You know what I mean? Like, don't ever think that your role is so small, because they need somebody to answer that phone.
Never.
And with that part, it still was impactful. Like, I remember you being in the movie, because the movie was all based around that kidnapping. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
And people don't get that. So another thing, so how much pride did you have to swallow when they dropped you to your drawers and danced with the devil? Because you ain't fight back.
Right. So, and it's funny, because I was going to bring it up, but I thought you ain't watching my movies.
I lied.
See?
You so fine. Why wouldn't I watch your movies?
Talking about, shit, I ain't watching your movies. Because I was going to bring that one up. But that was another role that I had for somebody else. And his pride actually stopped him from taking that role.
Really?
He like, yeah, bro, you know, I thought about it. I don't want to be getting robbed on camera.
And that's why I'm like, with our city being the kind of city that we are, you know, some people are prideful.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things, like, I'm like, did you have them write in that your dick was big?
No.
Because I'm like, like, if I'm going to take this part, you're going to have to say how big my junk is.
Right. Exactly. No, but it's funny, because, so on that project, Joe Smith and I worked together, and I let creators be creators. So Joe, he's a phenomenal writer, director. So I let Joe do him. I play my role, you know, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, or whatever it is. That was all the writing team that did that, and that role wasn't even set for me. Right. Like I said, I had it lined up for my guy. He like, man, I don't feel comfortable. But for me, I take pride in the craft, right? And I've done, you know, I played cop roles. Like, to me, that probably was the most demeaning role, like being a fucking cop. Like when I be walking around, people like, oh, that's that cop from such a. Like, nah, nigga, I ain't no cop.
No, I'm the one that got robbed.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I was, oh, nigga, you got robbed. You the sleazy lawyer from the Dirty D.
Yeah, you
You
are.
this, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool because I am an actor and I embrace being an actor. And it's not real life. You know what I'm saying?
So, and that was an important role too, because in that role it showed how grimy the two characters were.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you ain't deserve
definitely.
that. You was just trying to hit.
Yeah, I'm right. He said you was trying to hit.
So, and speaking of hitting, this not even on my cue cards. Why every movie I see you in, you are hitting something? Like,
man.
hard. Like my very first, was it Ultimate Betrayal?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm man.
Hey, blame.
I wasn't even gonna bring that up.
Blame Plus Productions. Blame Lisa Brown. Splurge.
That wasn't Plush. Wasn't that Jada Jones? Ultimate Betrayal was.
Yeah, so Ultimate Betrayal, it was a Plus Production. It was actually it's Lisa Brown's son.
Okay.
That was his first movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah,
that was a really good movie.
Yeah. That was his first one. But yeah, they just love putting me in them scenes. But shout out to Plush.
Shout out to Plush.
Plush really helped turn DeJuan Ford, the actor, up.
Yeah.
You know, like just being real, because prior to them, I was doing a lot of cop roles, a lot of fill-in roles, you know, and stuff like that. Plus, really helped me take, DeJuan Ford, the actor, to another level.
You know, one of the things that you have reminded me of, especially since I've been doing this job on Stream, the talk show right here on Podcastic, I was like, he's like Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, he'll just take the role.
Yep.
Like, I'll take the role.
Yep.
And I was like, your face pops up
Yep.
in numerous of movies.
Yep.
And what I've noticed in the past year or so, now your name is becoming the top credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, when I turned those Street Legal, I'm like, okay.
Nah,
This is
telling you. Yeah, like seriously, because even with Street Legal, right? And and that's why I told you earlier, like I love to talk on podcasts because I got so much to share with everybody. But even with Street Legal, I actually had a small role, and that's why no role is small. A Red and I, we were shooting On the Run.
Okay.
It was a movie. I had a quick 5-second FaceTime with her. That 5-second FaceTime, the casting director for Street Legal was on set as well, and they was watching the scene. They was like, you Justin and you Jordan, because they were looking for twins, and like they seen us on FaceTime together. It's like y'all look alike.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then next thing y'all know, we shooting Street Legal.
Okay.
So it's just when you take on certain roles and you got a good spirit, good work ethic, people they fuck with you.
So and I didn't know that, and maybe other people do because I have not gotten through the series yet. But the brother and sister are twins.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah. So me and my sister, we're twins. And I got the Street Legal role because I took a smaller role in On the Run. You can go watch that on Tubi as well. It's just a quick 5-second scene. And that 5 seconds, like, people's like, oh, damn, y'all perfect. Whoop. And then the rest is history.
And that's what you guys have to understand. If you are into this, and that's where your heart and passion is, listen to what this man just said. Like, small roles turn into
seriously
a whole series or two, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, we just shot season 2. Season 3, we're gonna start shooting that in August. It was just like, man, I could have easily been like, man, I ain't about to waste my time doing that. But I love Dennis and his team. They called me, say, hey, bro, we need you for a quick role. All right, bet, I'm pulling up.
That's what's up.
I could have easily been like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. Then I would have never been on Street Legal.
Right. Isn't that amazing how things work?
Yeah. So
have you played a role that was difficult for you?
Yes. So any role where I gotta like be abusive, like to women is always tough.
Not when you beating up the coochie, but like really.
Right, yeah, I'm talking about just like dogging them out, hitting them, but yeah, beating up the coochie, that's of course that's always easy. That's but like even like with By Any Means, that probably was one of my most favorite roles because I was able to kind of show range, but it was also difficult, like portraying a woman beater. Right. Like I had to smack her and throw her to the ground and stuff like that. those type of roles are always difficult.
Yeah.
And then playing a fucking cop is difficult, you know. And that's kind of like my first 4 or 5 films. People casting me as cops. I was getting typecast as cops.
Yeah, because you light skinned.
Yeah, because I'm light skinned. Like I don't have no tattoos, but then also I'm versatile because I can be this, you know, do-rag hood nigga, but then also I can put a suit on,
right,
and you know, enunciate words and you know and things of that nature.
Because you went to college,
right? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But like, and one thing that my mom and dad always taught me is be a chameleon wherever you are. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? Be able to fit in with different people. And I always took pride in that. So it's just as being an actor, it really helps my range and my versatility.
When you talk about range, I have a best friend who's in Flint. Hey, Gina. She loves Tubi movies. Mm-hmm. But one of the things she like, when they gonna start playing like a Rain Man type of Green Mile type of cast, like when are we gonna start seeing movies that represent different types of people, you know, because now Detroit is really becoming synonymous with a type. Mm-hmm. Like you said, like in our heads, I swear, when they said Drake had a big cock, we figured you did too. Because it keeps coming up in every movie. Like, you pull it out, everything's gonna go dark. But we see a lot of sex. We see a lot of sexy. We see a lot of sex, but we don't see a lot of emotional range and people dealing with a lot of real life situations that we see every day. Are you planning on turning that on?
Yeah, so I have a couple projects. I got one called All the Shine. It's a thriller horror film.
I'm so happy y'all getting into horror. That is so dope.
Yeah, but it was a film. It dropped back in October of last year, so it's on Tubi right now.
What's the name of it again?
It's called All the Shine.
All the Shine on Tubi. You heard it here, right here on Pat.
Yeah, that one. And then Renika McQueen, she has a movie called Family Divided. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
That I seen.
Yeah, like, you know, that's a different type of movie.
You was in that?
No, I wasn't in it. Okay. But I'm just kind of like,
I didn't see you in that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in it.
I was like, was you the white girl's brother?
Right, exactly. No, but I was really just more so showing, you know, the different type of movies that we have.
No, actually, I had Renika here on the show, and A Family Divided has taken it to a different level. That whole thing felt like Lifetime. Yeah. It didn't feel Tubi at all. Serious. You know, and that's what I guess I'm asking. When will we see more of those types? So
the issue with those type of movies, right, is a lot of people don't watch them. Like our audience,
right,
don't like they want to see that sex and drugs and motherfuckers cheating, getting their head blew off and plot twists. So it's like, I'm not, you know, sure about how, you know, the other movies are doing. I'm just speaking of the movies that I've been a part of. People don't really watch them like that. Like the movies that go viral are the messy movies, the shit, you know, the crime and the violence. Like people, like numbers don't lie. Like people, they want to watch that shit.
See, I had decided to watch both seasons of The Dirty D because I figured if I'm going to sit down with everybody, everybody's in the show.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if nothing else, I could watch The Dirty D.
Right.
What I did not watch was Pornhub for at least a week and a half.
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. Yeah, now the Dirty D, yeah, we get down on that motherfucker. For real.
I was like,
hey, every time you look up, we like, hey,
hey,
okay.
You like it if you want me to represent you, okay.
Yeah, hey, like baby, you already know what time it is. Like, come on with it, baby. Let's get it.
I love that. I mean, I loved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's how you get through.
Yeah,
the Dirty D. Who would have figured?
No, definitely.
So this is a competitive industry. Luckily for you, you like the only light-skinned thug out here right now.
Right.
But when another light-skinned thug goes,
right.
No, but it is a competitive industry, and we're starting to see some of the same faces. How do you make sure that Mr. Ford stay relevant?
Well, for me, I've really established myself not only as an actor, but as a person around here, right? Because the reason why you see a lot of the same faces is because we try to work with different people. But the shit, it don't work out. Like, I can even use Dance with the Devil and Fatal Dispatch. The reason why y'all see me in those movies is because we tried to cast new people, and the shit ain't work out. And it didn't work out because of pride, because of availability, because of I ain't got time to be on set, whatever it is. So but like
you think about it, and I get it. I mean, I'm learning. You know, you're there for 3 hours.
Yeah. Or shit. Yeah. Even like longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like you know, a lot of people like, hey, I gotta do this, I gotta go pick the kids up. It's like, all right, cool, bro. Like, it's fine. We'll find somebody else. And then it'll be me. I'm like, fuck it. We can't find nobody. Fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the role. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's why you see a lot of the same people, because we all understand the grind. So people know when they book DeJuan, I'm gonna show up on time. I'm not gonna complain. Sometimes sets get stressful. Like we on set 12 hours a day, whatever, you know, people, you know, getting frustrated, and I always try to remind everybody, like, we're getting paid to shoot a fucking movie. Right. Like, we are living a dream. Like, we could be doing anything else. So I would never get stressed out or upset or tired or whatever, like, when we on set. So I just bring so much more to a set. So that's why you're going to see me getting booked constantly, because people know me. I've built relationships with everybody. So then now people talking. Like I just got back from South Carolina. I shot down in Houston. I go to Memphis Thursday, so I'm be in Memphis 5 days filming. When I come back from Memphis, I'm going to Jersey.
So I'm lucky. I got you right in the middle of a hell of a season.
Yeah, like between now and June 8th, I'm gonna be in 7 different states.
That's what's up. And then you get a chance to see it. So I want you to look in the camera. And tell the people what you think about them when they say they tired of seeing your face.
Oh, well, shit, hey. Get tired, because you about to see some more. But also, I feel like that's a lot, though, because people are comfortable with being, you know, like seeing the same faces. Like, in my opinion, like when they see my face or Crystal the Dial or Diesel, they're going to watch one of our movies versus a newer face.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I just personally think that's just a fact. And because even like with myself, if I see a Denzel or even like Ghost, like, shit, I can't think of his name.
Patrick Swayze?
No, Amari Harwick. You know, but like even like now when I see his face or whatever, so like
from Power.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like when you see a face that you're familiar with,
right? It makes you want to like,
gonna watch it. So people they sit around and say, "Oh, I'm tired of saying." Like that's probably like a very small vocal minority that's always saying that, because I think for the most part people are looking for us.
Well, and they are, and I'm just saying, you know, I'm just speaking to the people, you know, because they believe like it's clicky and exclusive, and you guys are blocking the market for people to get in.
No, that's not even that's not even it.
Now, with that, you are a part of an acting summit or something that's coming up soon to open the doors up to people who's interested. Can you tell us more? Yeah,
so there's my good friend George Middlebrook. He's bringing people from all over the nation, from Atlanta, New York, LA. So there's an actor summit. I'm sorry. So I'm going to be on the panel, you know, talking about the future of Detroit films, being an executive producer and an actor, you know, in this industry. You know, so come on out and network, but it's definitely not cliquish, you know, and I can, you know, speak to that because I work with everybody. It's really just, man, these new people, they have these high expectations of themselves.
Absolutely.
And I get it. But at the end of the day, you know, and I'm going to keep going back to Dance with the Devil and Fatal Dispatch. Those should have been roles for new actors.
Right.
But they decided against it. So you can say, oh, I'm tired of seeing DeJuan, but shit, you know, DeJuan tried to plug somebody else in, and the motherfuckers, they ain't want to take it. So I tell people, everybody's not built for this shit.
Well, if you just need a nice, cute, chubby girl, a little TT, just call me.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I definitely answer your DM quicker than you answer mine. Okay?
So let me answer that, right? Facebook Messenger is just, it's horrible. Like, I hate it, you know, and I set it up to where I can get notifications and everything, but I just, that's like the hardest thing to reach me on. You better off on either Instagram or just texting me, and I can get right back to you.
Yeah, like I had that number.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but I would have. Yeah,
somebody DM me DeJuan Ford stuff. That sounds real stalkish.
Right. But it's funny because it's actually on Instagram.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like it's all in my contact. My email and my phone number is on there.
Okay, we're gonna have him repeat that information, ladies. So, you know. So I want to say thank you again, and thank everybody for committing to multiple seasons of Street Legal and multiple seasons of the Dirty D, because that's staying power. That's dope. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's dope. We never thought we would see anything like that, especially when, like, take Power. When Power came out, it was like, dang, I wish we had something that was based in Detroit that everybody is watching. And now we have something. How does it feel to be a part of that craze?
Man, it's really amazing. I remember when the Dirty D season 2 premiere. I want to say it was like exactly a year ago around this time, and just to see people flying in from all over the country, just to come meet us. That was kind of like the moment. I'm like, damn, like we here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people fly in to watch your shit. Right. Like, I'm talking about people bought hotels and people drove up here from Memphis and Alabama, like just all over the place. It was just like, it was kind of surreal to really see like what was going on, and it's just like to be a part of it. It ain't nothing like it. Like everywhere we go, like whether it's Jamaica, like I just got back from Phoenix. When I tell you, like, you know, black people, white people, you know, whatever, like people, they recognize me. Wow. And for us to carve out our own market and to be recognized, you know, everywhere, like it's huge. And
do you know if there's a specific role that you're best known for?
I would say right now I get a lot of, I think mainly Dirty D. That's probably the most popular, and then Street Legal. So like the slimy, sleazy lawyer is like the number one. That's like when people, that's that nigga. Yeah, you the lawyer.
You got it, like the way you did Brick Dog, like dog.
Yeah. That's.
Do you get that, like?
Man, yeah, like all the time. Like that's probably like the role that I'm most known for. And then Street Legal, you know, it's really like Street Legal starting to creep up, you know, as well. But for right now, being honest, Dirty D, sleazy lawyer is like number one.
So when you are trying to balance work, life, personal life, how is that for somebody who, I don't know your wife if she's just as famous or anything, but I know that attention is a lot for some people. Like some people can't balance it.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, she's really understanding. You know, as I mentioned earlier, like, you know, it's going on 12 years. May 26th, it'll be 12 years.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. So, you know, we've really grown together. You know, like versus a lot of people, they're like, I ain't ready to get married. And then you get like two people that has been through a lot of shit, and then they just come together. You know, and it works. But I like how we did it. You know, we got married young. So everything, we didn't grew together. We didn't been through a lot of shit together. We didn't, you know, good times, bad times. So it's like our relationship, our marriage is like on a whole nother level. Right. So, yeah, you know.
You just the one at home.
Yeah, you know, that's it. Like my wife, she be, you know, she see, you know, supporters or whatever. Like she don't care. Like she like it, you know, because at the end of the day, like we essentially created something out of nothing. And you know, and just being from Detroit, like that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We make shit happen.
I love that you're so humble that you didn't really want to call people fans because you ain't saying you will one day. He called you guys supporters because he's like, they may not really be fans.
Yeah, no, you know, because like fan just seems so like
I'm a fan.
No, you're a supporter.
No, I'm a fan. Like I'm fanning out right now. Like I'm getting your autograph and everything before you leave.
Appreciate it, you know, for real, because we done came a long way. So just to see, you know, everybody's excitement and appreciation for what we've created. It's really surreal.
Yeah, it has to be because it's one of those blessings, and this is nothing against anybody who lost anyone during COVID or anything, but it opened up a world that none of us see, because we ran out of TV. We didn't know what to watch. We were stuck. You know what I mean? And then I remember doing a play in 19 and being so distraught that it wasn't recorded, because people should have seen the good work that we did, and they would have been home to actually watch it, you know? And it just... like, I don't know how to explain the massive explosion that had happened in the past 4 years.
Yeah, no, you know? Definitely. And I think, and shout out to Moolah Films again, McGraw Ave. So during the pandemic, we shot McGraw Ave. That was the first thing I ever shot.
Okay.
And that was like 2016, 2017, and they wasn't even going to release it. But everybody was sitting at home. They just like, fuck it, let's drop it. And I think McGraw Ave really took, you know, the Detroit independent film industry to that next level.
And series. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't think, I don't know about everybody in the industry, but I didn't think Detroit had enough support to carry a series. Now, a movie is one thing. You can get an hour of my time. But when I realized that I just gave the Dirty D, like, 14 hours or so. What is really going on?
No, that shit real. And it's like now series is the thing. Like people, they love to binge watch. They like, man, when y'all dropping some more episodes? It's like they run through the whole 6 episodes in one day.
So if I was scrolling through Tubi looking for a DeJuan Ford movie to watch, which one would you tell me?
Oh man, that's tough.
That's why I'm the interviewer.
Right.
I'm here for the tough questions.
Right, because it's like, because I don't want to get beat up.
I know, right?
Hey, no, but like I think as of right now, I would say go watch Fatal Dispatch, right? Because I feel like Fatal Dispatch is a movie. It's very cinematic. You know, really my goal was I'm trying to take the production to the next level. And I feel like Fatal Dispatch is gonna be one of those movies people, they're gonna go back and look like, oh damn, they was on some shit.
I had King Wesley here about a month ago, and I think it was the day. It was Fatal Dispatch had maybe dropped 2 days prior to it, whatever. It was right around the corner. No, actually, it hadn't dropped. Because he said when I went home to watch it, it was that day when I would definitely have him back.
Yep.
And I went home and I watched that movie, and it was one of the dopest movies. Now, and when we talk about like A Family Divided, I put that up there with something different. Like it was the still cop shit and this, that, and the other, but none of that was synonymous with the grind. Even. I don't even know if they had sex. If they did, it was they did. It was insinuated because obviously, you know, but that I was drawn. I'm gonna tell you, to be a part of that project, whenever I'm on the thing, they be like, "What do you suggest?" They be like, have you seen another movie? Like, because I would like the world to see that, and I love the fact that it looked like Anywhere America. You know what I mean? And we had diversity and different people that look like Everywhere America. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm on a rant. I really love that movie.
Definitely. You know, and
the chick that starred didn't have a BBL.
Right,
she was so pretty.
Sierra is next level with it. Like she's, you know, one of my favorite actresses. Like,
she was amazing.
Yeah, I love Sierra. Like, she's a sweetheart.
And I think that's one of the things I would love to meet her personally, but I'm a Marvel fan. I'm a Hollywood cinema fan. Like, she looked like somebody that I would run across on a different platform. You know, filmed very well. Yeah. You know, so we'll leave that there.
Yeah, Sierra, she the truth. She in the All the Shine movie as well.
All the Shine.
Yeah, so I want you to go home and watch that one too, because it's a different movie. You can be like, they shot this where? Like,
okay. All the Shine it is. I got it.
Yeah.
I will be watching it tonight. My son gonna be like, you watching another Tubi movie?
No, but,
like,
and that's the whole thing. Like when you watching it, he ain't gonna even know it's Tubi. Watch. I guarantee you, he ain't gonna even know it's Tubi.
Yeah, because when he seen Dance with the Devil, he was like, "That's my favorite grandpa in the world." Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I caught him watching Dance with the Devil. I'm like, you watching a Tubi movie? He's like, I love this grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, the murdering grandpa.
It was what's his name, Mr. Damn, I can't think of his name in the damn.
The Devil.
Right.
And I watched it again the other day. Like,
Dance with the Devil.
yes,
Mr. Gilmore. Mr. Gilmore. Yeah.
I absolutely. I am loving the growth in the industry. So before we close,
shit, man. We only been on for 10 minutes.
No. You can see my producer's face. She like, okay, Lake.
Right. Told y'all I can talk. Oh yeah, but then also, hold on, before you read that question, one of the things with a lot of my productions, I don't like to have sex scenes.
Okay.
And I see you was alluding to that. Like any production I'm in, like I really try to stay away from that. You know, and it's because I see what people are saying, and it just, you know, for me, you know, I got sisters and a daughter, you know, and stuff like that. So I just try to, you know, steer away from it if possible.
Yeah,
you know,
it needs to be a balance.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Right.
I mean, because at some point in time, something's gonna have to be filmed differently.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you have purpose and reasoning. I was just thinking, like, when it comes to some of the series we have, I used to be a big soap opera fan. I still am.
Right.
General Hospital still to this day. But they make a lot of love. You know, we just fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they sleep with each other just as much in the soap operas as they do. So it's nothing. It's just how we do. When we do it big.
Oh yeah,
as
definitely.
they say.
Oh, definitely. and no, I mean,
You know,
and then that's really kind of how it is, because a lot of stuff that we shoot, it is essentially a soap opera.
Right. Yeah, it's about soap opera, and that's where the addiction come in. That's why people be wanting more, because it's like, okay, I can't be dealing with all these cliffhangers.
Right. No,
you know what I mean? Like, y'all need to come back with something else. I'm tired, or y'all need to do this every day.
Right. Nah, I totally agree. And me personally, like, I love watching the sex scenes. Like, you know, it's great. Like,
it is. You know? I'm grown. I'm big 45.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it. And what I do know, because I talk to young people to try to stay relevant, 19, 20, 21, they ain't tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they be like, that's on you, auntie. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm almost grandma. You know what I mean? But for them, they want to see more.
Yeah, no,
and
definitely.
If that's what sells, I say sell it to them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If they at home watching TV and not doing it, you know.
Right. No, I mean, seriously, yeah. And I totally agree with it. Like, I personally love it. But it's just like I said, like, you know, but on my productions, I just haven't really, you know, got off into it. I don't know if I'm just, you know, too much into, you know, if I'm thinking too deep into it or what it is, but I just...
No, at some point in time, I mean, it's something to see, because when you look at, we can go back to Fatal Dispatch, we already know what happened. The storyline, we for one, as movie watchers, myself, I want to be in and out by 140. You know, I love Dance with the Devil. Dance with the Devil came in at 126. It was to the point. We got there. I don't know what the need of a sex scene would have been. You know what I mean? Only to make you hot about two lesbians, but it wasn't necessary.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
You know? So and anybody else would have been like, well, why would they have thrown that in there? You know, it wasn't to the point. And so that speaks to the writers. To be able to just shine light. We got so many different themes of movies. Yep. I'm excited about this horror movie. I'm hoping to see more, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, it's like I said, it's a different movie, and that's really kind of like my role in this industry. Is I'm just trying to figure out ways to navigate and create, you know, different stuff. Like, I don't want to be the next Lisa Brown or the next Dennis Reed or Moolah Films. Like, I really want to carve out a whole different lane. So that's why I got Dance with the Devil, Fatal Dispatch, All the Shine. Even another movie, Black Straight Blues. That movie could have been a lot better. Because essentially behind it is we taking 4 stories and they're all kind of connected some way, somehow. But my director, he kind of didn't really execute properly. But, you know, I want you to go home and check that one out as well.
Tell us again.
Black Straight Blues.
Black Straight Blues.
Streaming now on Tubi.
Streaming now on Tubi. You know you're searchable on Tubi, right?
Yeah. But
you see that? I can just put in your name.
Yeah,
and then
but it's only a couple movies. I think it's like eight or 9 movies. But I'm in like 25. Right?
I mean, but it's just I'm in 25. Who says that? Like it's only a couple of movies, 8 or 9. Like I don't even have one, and I'm not searchable. I'm not even Googleable.
Coming soon. Coming real soon.
So that was one of the things I was going to ask before we leave is what should we be looking for from you? Like,
what, as an actor or as a producer?
As a
or
DeJuan.
Both? As DeJuan.
DF. Like,
right.
All of it. Give us
everything.
All of it.
So, as I mentioned, I shot a movie in Houston with Denise Monet. I shot 2 films down in South Carolina with DeJuan Films. So those should be dropping soon, probably within the next couple months.
Now, may I ask, do you audition or do they come for you?
Nah, yeah. I mean, now at this point, they coming for me.
Really?
Yeah, they hit me up and say, hey, you know, are you available these dates? I got this role for you. Here's the NDA. Here's the script. You know, if you want the role, you know, just let me know whatever you charge. And we're going to fly you out and, you know, and show you love.
That has to feel good.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Like, you know, I think
dope.
the first time I got booked in a different state was down in Houston, and on my way back to the airport, you know, I shed a couple tears because I lost my mom back in October of 2022, and it was like if she could have, you know, lived to see, you know, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's big. Like being a black male from Detroit getting booked for his talent in a different state. Like that's like some next level shit, man. So I had an emotional moment because like my mom loved everything that we had going on.
I was gonna say, do you ever hear her voice or what she would tell you right now?
Oh yeah, like all the time. And I think like that's one of the things that kind of has helped me cope with her death is like she really lives through me. Like I have a lot of ways like my mom, you know, like it just be certain stuff. I'm like, you be doing that, whatever. Like we had so many so many similarities. So it's like even like now I kind of feel like she's living through me. But you know, like sometimes it is difficult. And it's like I said, the first time I got booked out of state, and it was just like, man, if you would have told me 3 or 4 years ago that I would have been getting booked out of state to act.
Right.
Like
to act like.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing, because I get people all the time calling, begging for money. Hey, I got a script for you, whatever. Yeah, okay, you know, that's cool and all. You know, it's rewarding because I like creating opportunities. But when somebody book you for your individual talent, like that's like some next level shit, man. And you know, I'm really thankful and grateful, you know, for that. So
now, one of the things that I hear when you're doing movies in different places. Will we be able to see them streamed here? Yeah. So what it is they use Tubi as well. So with DeJuan and Denise Monet, they have films on Tubi as well. So as soon as those movies are done, then boom, you know, like you're gonna see me in a film based out of Houston, a film based out of South Carolina. Me, Crystal, Denzel, Diesel, we got booked in Jersey for a movie. Me and Kid B, we got booked for something in Houston, you know. So we all over the place. See, I told you I like to talk. every time I'm on a podcast, the producer always be like, "All right, nigga, you got one more minute, nigga. It's Come good on. Because apparently you have 8, so I'm
8?
here for it.
Okay,
I'm here
cool.
for it.
Shit, come on, shit.
Because I love hearing that, and like I say, we here on stream, we're mostly here. I'll be trying to get down and dirty. I don't want to be
down and dirty D. Oh.
I don't want to be Wendy Williams or anything, but I do be interested in you guys' life and how it looks from just being a black man, a black woman in this industry. Definitely. You know, because our city is hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like our city just hate on you for like
for being light skinned.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
my mom's your complexion, so she lived with it. Like
man, I can't wait for this light skinned shit to be over with. Because motherfuckers been dogging us for the past 15 years. I'm like, God damn. Nigga, light skinned nigga. Like, man, nigga, I will crack your head. Nah, I'm not talking shit.
What the mother? Like,
right. Well,
like,
fucking shit. Come on. No, but it's just like, and one thing that I do love about your show is I feel like I was able to get more in depth with who I am. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of times with most shows we just kind of do an intro and they be like, all right, bye. So it's like I done did 20 intro podcasts. So like I be talking about the same shit.
Yeah.
So at least, with some of the questions that you've asked me, I've been able to open up.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. And anytime you're welcome to come back because I can't wait to see the new projects. I'm really going to watch your movies, I swear. And next week I have.
Right. Exactly.
So before we go, where can your fans find you?
Supporters.
Yeah, where can your supporters find you? We do. His number is on his Instagram. Right. Call him.
Yeah, call me. Shit, I might not answer, but
we know you're not gonna answer.
Yeah, like I'm really good at screening calls. Like shit, a motherfucker call me if I don't know the number, I text it like hello, and if the shit don't turn blue, then it's over with. Yeah, like if you calling me, you got an Android.
You gotta have an iPhone. Yeah, that's step one.
Yep, I ain't showing you no love, shit, because I don't know who you is.
So I see you got the blue labels or the blue stars on everything. So you're official everywhere.
Yeah. So with that was I had to go through the meta verification because I was having an issue. Somebody hacked my fucking account. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So it's not the official verification yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had to pay for it, and I had to do all this stuff because I couldn't boost my ads.
Right.
Like shit, I got movies. I'll pay to boost the ad. You know what I'm saying? So people in Virginia or Atlanta or whatever can see it. But somebody had hacked my account. So they kind of made me pay for this shit. Like, yeah, well, in order to talk to our support team, you got to be meta verified. So they, and then on top of that, they didn't even fix the fucking problem. So I had to pay like $20 or whatever it is. But it's cool.
So tell them where they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram at DeJuan Ford, DeJuan Ford, Facebook. DeJuan Ford, I like to keep everything consistent, clean, no nicknames, nothing like that.
Do you have a nickname?
Man, shit, people.
Red Bone.
See, goddamn light skin
Black
joke.
Jesus.
Goddamn light skin joke. No. I mean, people they call me Ford, D Ford, Wheezy, Wani, Big Wani. Well, really, because my son is Wani, and I'm Big Wani. Shit, they call me Sleazy Lawyer. They call me Tubi Man. They call me, but like as far as like a nickname, like yeah, my mom never gave me a nickname. She just always just called me like Wani or like shit that related to my name. But like I got nicknames for all my kids though. Like I'm a nickname type of motherfucker. And like I get everybody nicknames.
Kids you have. So,
right.
I only got one. So when everybody say more than one, I'll be like, for why? So,
right. No, for real, because it's definitely it's a lot, but it's a blessing. That's one of the things that I take pride the most in is being a father. That's like next level. When it comes to just love and just seeing something that you've created, and it's just like it's nothing like it.
You want to sign us out?
No, I ain't ready to go yet.
Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning into Stream. I am Lake Butler, your host, and I'm sitting here with the sleazy lawyer, the ghetto Drake.
The ghetto
Mr. Toronto himself.
They call me the evil Steph Curry, too. That's another thing they be on. Oh, he's the evil Steph Curry.
Oh, my God. Guys, I got to sit here and talk to you for another hour.
Likewise,
but we do have to go. I thank you guys for tuning in today. It's Lake Love Bugs, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.